How much? Good afternoon, everyone. This is JC from Beyond the Call of Duty. End of watch, right to remember. We are December 14th, I think, today. About right. Can't even remember my days. Week before Christmas, wanted to reach out. We got a couple of awesome guests with us today. I have Rob Minnick, who is one of our End of Watch riders, and he was there this year for the ride. And our special guest is Daryl Hirsch, who was him and his wife were awesome and took care of us when we were in Texas, fed us, housed us, gave us enough food, gave us home cooked food to last us. I think it was 3, maybe 4 days after the fact. I mean, we just got a crap load of food. Wanted to bring them on, talk about their experiences and what they felt like with End of Watch, and then we'll jump into talking about a few donors that came through this week, and we'll end it today with honoring 2 officers from 2019 that died in the line of duty. So let's go ahead and see if we can get who we have. Look at that. How you doing, Daryl?
Good. How you doing, brother?
Good. Let me get this mic set up a little bit. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. Thanks for joining us today for our Friday noon talk time, End of Watch. Wanted to bring you on and see how you're doing. How's Michelle? And then if you want to jump in and tell us a little bit about yourself. A lot of the viewers want to know who the infamous Daryl and Michelle are that fed us in Texas style, mind you. A feast that could have fed a whole army.
Yeah, that's what we do. Everything's great here. Nice Texas weather. Cooled off a little bit, but other than that, getting ready for the holidays. Our daughter's here with us, so
do you have like a Christmas tree you put up in Texas? Because there's no snow there.
Hey, we had frost the other morning.
Right. Cool. Well, this is Daryl, and Daryl retired from...
I didn't retire. I served 16 years in the Air Force, law enforcement investigations, and Office of Special Investigations. After 16 years, I moved on into the private sector, and that's where I met you.
Right.
I remember the cold day in Alaska, meeting you at your hotel when we were bringing you on as taking on the contract.
Yeah. The first time I saw a moose in the parking lot, I was pretty freaked out.
It was 2005, I believe.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I've been in the private sector ever since. Maintained the investigative side of it, so to speak. Do a lot of internal investigations for the companies that I've worked for since I separated. You and I have remained friends ever since there. I follow you on Facebook, and when I saw you putting this End of Watch foundation together, I wanted to do something, and I looked at your map and saw all the places you were going, reached out to you and said, when you're in Texas, we're going to take care of you.
And you did. You took care of the whole crew.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to give you guys someplace, being on the road, eating restaurant food and fast food and stuff like that. I wanted to give everyone a place where they could relax, unwind, and feel like they were normal again. Do their laundry, just the little comforts that you miss when you're out on the road, and then obviously cook you a home cooked meal.
Yeah, it was not just a home cooked meal; it was a feast. You had brisket, ribs, pulled pork,
sausage,
yeah, sausage. Oh my God, that sausage was amazing.
all the sides.
Yeah,
Your crew loved the pasta salad.
yep, yep.
And I see you'll most likely be back through here coming up this next year, and we intend to do the same thing. May even take some personal requests from some of your crew.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we won't go down there because they will all request everything, and you'll be cooking for days then.
To draw a couple names out of a hat.
Well, I think Allison will gorge herself, and Jason obviously is going to gorge himself. So good,
yeah,
good.
It was fun. We enjoyed having you guys, and it's nice to open our home up and have people in, especially with the virus and all that mess that we had been dealing with. And then we had our local sheriff even stop by to talk to you guys and look at the trailer and everything. So
yeah, we're gonna have to. The new trailer's 40 feet long and 14 feet high. I was looking at the count today, and we're at 281 for this year so far. So last year we were at 147. So
right, yeah, it's
going to be tough. It's going to be a long road this year. So, so we asked you and Michelle. We wanted to really have you involved because you took care of us, and we asked you guys to come to Lemoore to deliver the bike. And would you like to talk a little bit about how you and Michelle felt, or your thought process on that, or what can we do better, or could we do anything better?
No, I think that the whole experience was humbling, really. I mean, to go down there and be with you guys again and just see the community come out for that event. The turnout, I was amazed at the turnout that Lemoore had in the little park there. And then to, just talk with Officer Diaz's family for a few minutes, and it was good. I think you guys did well.
We all did. I mean, the support from you is what drives us, and obviously the support of the survivors and the departments. But again, we cannot thank you and Michelle enough. The right, perfect timing of, we were pretty beat, and coming to your home, and just that, like you said, the home cooked meal, and just being able to relax for 5 hours and kick back and just chill. So that's what we needed.
Yeah, with your long road this time, maybe you ought to plan a down day.
Yeah. We'll definitely look at that. We're working on it. Will's working hard on the route. It's pretty large. We did 18,300 this year, so I think we're going to top 25,000 miles for next year. Any questions you want to ask, or anything you want to know about what we're doing?
No, I mean, I understand the whole concept of what you guys are doing, and I respect it. People just need to get involved. I mean, it's a shame that the country is dealing with what we're dealing with right now, and these police officers are in harm's way even more now than in years past. They're people too. They wake up and put their pants on every morning, just like you and I do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. One of the questions that came through was, can you tell the viewers about this foundation and how it really impacts the families you met?
I mean, the only real family that of an officer that I met was Officer Diaz when we were in Lemoore, and you could tell with them there that they were appreciative of what you guys are doing. And I believe when you had Lieutenant Santos
Yeah.
on, the family had already reached out to the Lemoore Police Department wanting to purchase that bike when the police come with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're touching people, you're giving them that opportunity to remember their fallen family member, and little grieving, and the whole community is getting involved, which is a good
Yeah,
thing.
and that's our objective. Is we don't want to forget our fallen. We want to remind everybody and remember them and let them know that their loved one is not forgotten, and letting the survivors know that we will continue remembering them. So great. Well, make sure you give my love to Michelle.
Well, she couldn't get on.
From all of us.
Oh,
And thank you again, and looking forward to seeing you soon. And we'll reach out to you and let you know when the route's done.
all right. Yeah, definitely reach out, and we'll get something planned for you guys and do the same thing that we
Absolutely. Love you, brother. Be blessed.
did.
Be safe out there.
All
Okay.
right. Take care, man. Love you.
Love you. Well, that's Daryl. He doesn't really talk a lot. He's really good at his job as an investigator. He's done, and I've known him for a number of years. Like he said, since 2005, he was one of our clients for the company I work for, and remain good friends with him and Michelle, his wife, and they are family, and love them immensely, and they took care of us more than family. So they took care of all of our riders and all of our drivers and everybody that was in the group. So we're going to bring on Mr. Minnick, and he should be popping on. There you go. How you doing, Robbie?
How you doing?
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? How's everything going over there? On the east side?
Good. Yeah. How's Henry?
He's good. He's growing like a weed.
Right,
He's getting real
right.
big.
And Jenna's doing good?
He's doing great. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, this is our famous Rob Minnick. We call him Robbie. He has a beautiful son, Henry, that he ended up leaving behind when we did the ride, and beautiful wife had to take care of Henry and the whole household. I love Jenna like she's my sister. So, Robbie, jump in, tell everyone about yourself first, and then we can jump into the ride portion. And I know they want to know how that was in your eyes, and
For sure.
go from there.
Yeah. Well, so I've worked for Phoenix for about 7 years. I've been in the security, loss prevention, investigations in the private sector for about 15 years now. I've worked with the guys who put together the ride for quite a while now. And I remember talking to you, JC, 5-6 years ago, and you had this harebrained scheme in the middle of the night one night. We're gonna go and see every single fallen officer's family. And I thought, okay, sure, great idea. And then in March last year, you said, hey, we're gonna do it, bro. We're really gonna do it. It's amazing to see that vision come to fruition. And I'm very proud of you and very proud of the foundation. And it's amazing.
We all did it together, and I wouldn't have done it without you guys, and couldn't have done it without you. So obviously we got some exciting news. We get new bikes this next year, and
Awesome.
it's going to be really smoking hot. I didn't tell you, we're also bringing a trike with us.
Oh, that's great. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring a brand new trike and show it off to everyone. So Robbie, you came on the ride. Let's start with when you arrived.
I started the ride about halfway through on the 3rd of July, actually. I flew into Cincinnati, met up with all you guys there, and then I was on the ride for the duration when we landed back in Spokane about a month and a half later. There were some grueling days, some really hot days, some really wet days. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it was one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool to see just how connected we are. hearing this story from a family here in Minnesota or Georgia, and just how connected it is. And it's a huge community, the law enforcement community, but it's also a very tight knit, small community.
Right.
And just the people, the vast amount of people that knew each other through some weird 6 degrees of separation kind of thing was really
Yeah.
nice to see.
Yeah, no, it really is. How'd you get affected?
There were some pretty emotional times, honestly. We were doing this day in, day out, riding 300-400 miles in a stretch, and you get kind of just worn down on that, and then you arrive and you see the family's faces and how happy they are to see that it didn't just end with the funeral. Like there's people out there who don't know them whatsoever, but they still care, and that we're speaking to their family members and letting them know that we're out here and we care about you. It was really amazing to see. Just after we got back from the ride, it was we went to Murray County in Georgia. Do you remember Michaela Smith? Had a fire pit in the backyard. We were toasting up some marshmallows, and Henry, my little boy, had his first marshmallow on the fire ever, 2 years old. And it choked me up a little bit because the Michaela's mom and dad talking about how much she loved toasted marshmallows. But I don't think I'm ever gonna have a marshmallow. Or see somebody eat a marshmallow on the fire without thinking about it. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, next year's ride is not going to be any easier. It's not going to be. It's going to be a lot tougher. I was just with Daryl a little bit ago, letting Daryl know, thanking him, and looking forward to visiting him again, him and Michelle. But we're at 281 as of today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tough. Yeah, just tough. You obviously got a sneak peek at our new trailer, so it's not wrapped. I was talking with ADI yesterday, and we're looking at the graphics, and with the amount that we have, we're probably going to do one side and one side, so it won't be the same on both sides.
Makes sense.
Just so that I can get the clarity and what I want on the pictures. Sponsorship donations, it's a little bit down, but we'll get through that. We're working every day as much as we can, and I know you are as well.
Absolutely. I'm drinking my Minuteman coffee right here.
There you go.
W Right coffee. It's delicious. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And all the proceeds go to a great cause.
Get a chance, get out and order some coffee, end of watch coffee from Minuteman Coffee. What was your favorite experience on the trip?
There were quite a few experiences that were awesome. When we had an off day in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. I had to get some miles on my bike after getting some maintenance done. One of the other guys, Lance, and I rode down to the Keys with some friends that we made down there in Florida. Didn't go quite as we planned. We ended up in, I would call it a hurricane coming from Washington. We're used to rain, and it rained a little bit different in Florida. It was an awesome experience. It was a great day. 90-degree heat with the craziest rain and wind you've ever seen in your life. And pull over to the side of the road, and the guys were like, "Oh, just what's going on? Oh, just wait 5 minutes. We want to let those clouds pass." I didn't realize just how fast the storms and everything moved. And that was a pretty cool experience. Also, when we were in New Jersey, we were there for I think 2 or 3 nights. East Brunswick, New Jersey. A couple of cops stopped by that were just on their regular beat, met up with us, had dinner, told all their buddies, and we ended up taking one of their detectives out for a ride. He was interested in buying a Harley. And Lance and I took him out for a few hours out in the countryside there in East Brunswick, New Jersey, and that was an amazing experience.
Yeah, I think you guys took my bike.
We did. Yeah, he wanted to.
And I think there was the bike came back with a few dings and dents.
Yeah, but a little bit less rubber.
Yeah, right. Nice. What's your, from the ride? Do you think we're making a difference with what we're doing, or?
I think in today's day and age, it's almost a necessity for us to be out there and let these families know that, like I said, when one of our officers falls in the line of duty, it's a huge community. Everybody comes together, and we have the funeral, and then it's just kind of over from there.
Yeah.
We want to let the families know that we're out here thinking about the sacrifice that your family did. There's not
Yeah.
a day that goes by that I don't think about something that happened on the ride or some
Right.
story we heard from a family member. And I think it's very important that they know that we're out there and we care and we absolutely appreciate the sacrifices that their family
Yeah,
members make.
absolutely. Cool. Well, I know you're busy. Again, thanks for your time today. We'll probably do this again. I'm going to try and keep it rolling every Friday. I don't know. Next week is.
Not next week, the following week. We'll
Are
do
we
it.
changing next week's date or?
We're going to look at that.
Okay. Lance has been working his tush off on getting this set up properly. Don't forget, we still have, and I need you for January, is it 5th, 6th, 7th? We're doing our meeting.
Yeah, I think
So we're doing the
6th,
Beyond the Call of Duty meeting, which I need you at, and I'll send you a reminder on that. That's going to be Spokane, January 5th, 6th, 7th, or something to that effect.
Absolutely.
So make sure you're available for that here.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, brother. I love you. Be safe out
I
there. Give the wife and kid a big hug. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Make sure you light a candle for all our officers that are not Cabia.
Love you. Have your
So again, thank you, everyone. I'm going to talk a little bit about donations that we've received. So we'll reach out to Jason Gray with New American Funding. They're based out of Seattle. Came through with a really good donation for this cause. They do loans, refis, just a bunch of different things. So please, again, shout out to Jason Gray as well. Thank him for what he's done. He's going to support us, he said, next year as well. So if you need a new home loan or a refi, reach out. He's really, really good. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. He can take care of your needs right away, and he's fast. Do we have his phone number?
I'll get that on there.
Okay. Will or Lance will put his phone number on that. Want to really thank Harley Davidson again, Lone Wolf Harley Davidson, located in Spokane, Washington. Get on their Facebook page, thank them. Make sure they know the love. They've got love from you guys. If you're looking at a new Harley, definitely talk to them. John Prince is our thank Yokes. They came through and again are going to sponsor us for next year. And I want to thank Scott and John Boyle with Yokes again for their support. So we got those ones. Waiting on some more, and hopefully they'll come through and get to us. How can you help? I want you guys to really put the word out about what we're doing. The more people that see our Facebook page, the more people that see our web page. We do have a new web page coming in play soon. I believe next week it'll be up and running. But the more viewers we can get and support us, if you know any major sponsors, this does take a lot of money. We have to come up with 300,000 by March 1 to make sure this gets kicked off. So every single penny counts. Please try and get some of your sponsors that you know that would be willing to support the Blue. The money that's donated does go back to the families. We are sending checks out today, as a matter of fact, to a number of survivors that are going to be used for their charities and their foundations. So that's that. Christmas is around the corner. I want to really thank everybody. Be safe out there. Light a candle, please, and remember our fallen officers. Today, I want to really remember two, and it's not because they're overly special. Everyone is special to me. It's just because I had the privilege of talking to both survivors last couple of days. Want to really remember Corporal Daniel Groves. End of watch was 3/13/2019, and his survivor Eddie Gomez. And I would like to really reach out and send our love to Amy Modane, and her husband was Master Trooper William James Modane, and his end of watch was 6/14/2019. Both of these troops are from Colorado State Patrol, so love you both. Want to wish you guys, I know the holidays are tough, but I still want to wish you and bless you all both. Our hearts go out to you, and we will have a lighted candle for Christmas for you guys. Thank you all for viewing us, watching us. Please, please, please put the word out there. Beyond the Call of Duty is just stepping up. We've got some exciting things we're going to do, and we're going to announce end of next year. We're going to take it one more step further. Just remember what we've got. End of Watch presented by Beyond the Call of Duty presents End of Watch, and then hopefully end of next year we might be announcing the last call, and that's a whole new segment we're going to start. So if anyone wants to do a Facebook Live with us, please reach out to Lance at info@eow.org, and he will set that up. Or if you have questions, again, please send those questions to info@eow.org, and we'll get those answered. Love you all. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, and be blessed.